Welcome back to Love&Derp, here where I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Today we'll cover everything you need to know about the claw machine in just 5 minutes or less so you can become your own plushie catching expert. First off, from the date menu, tap on playtime, then tap on your chosen partner in crime. Then choose claw machine. Keep in mind you'll need to hit at least level 40 to unlock all 4 claw machine modes, with 2 modes for 3-prong claw and 2 modes for 2-prong claw. The kinds of plushies you can receive will differ based on the type of claw machine, and you can check this by tapping on the current button. When special time-limited plushies are available, you'll see the words "Rate Up" next to it. You'll want to spend all of that week's attempts on this specific game mode to maximize your chances of getting the rare plushie. Keep in mind, each plushie has a total of 4 color variations. Each time you capture 3 of the same type of plushie, you unlock the chances of the next color appearing. The base color of each plushie always has the highest chance of spawning, with the rest being random. Each unique plushie you capture increases your bond level with that character and also counts towards progression rewards to earn pink diamonds. Now onto the different modes. In standard mode, plushies spawn in a fixed position, which means the angle may be difficult to approach some of them. When you compare this to the fun wheel mode, even though the spinning wheel adds a layer of difficulty, it actually allows you to approach the same plushie from multiple angles, so this mode is more advantageous for you. Additionally, the moving wheel can sometimes cause plushies to topple over like this, making it easier for you to capture top-heavy plushies like Fleecy or Succulent Bunny. In 2-prong claw machine balance mode, only 1 plushie appears at a time, and you won't find a new one until you successfully catch it or run out of attempts. The trick to succeeding in this mode is not to try to pick up the plushie, but rather to use the downwards motion of the claw to punch it into the hole. Start by nudging the claw forward just until you see the shadow of the claw pass over the first metal bar. Next, you want to try to aim the light beam of the claw in between these 2 buttons right here. Even if you're a little bit off, this will work most of the time. Credit to Amity-senpai on the Love&Deepspace Reddit for first coming up with this strategy. Something to note is, even if this doesn't work on the first try, if you just keep repeating in the exact same positioning, you will be able to get the plushie at the end. The last mode, dynamic mode, is just a harder version of balance mode where the plushie also moves left and right. This doesn't give you an advantage, so just stick to balance mode because the rewards are the same. Now that we covered the basics, let's move on to the characters and how best to use them. So the bad news is, all of the boys are really bad at the claw machine, but Sylus and Raphael are the only 2 who will use the 2-prong claw machine correctly. Each character also has a unique power that has a random chance of activating while you play claw machine. First, we'll start with Sylus. Before any character uses their power, they'll first turn to you, the player, and give you a hint that they're about to activate it. Sylus's power targets a random plushie and marks it with dark energy. From then on, he will only target that plushie until he either gets it, runs out of attempts, or you demand a swap with him. This is a pretty bad power, as it doesn't help him aim or secure the plushie in any way. Even worse, if he uses his power in the 2-prong claw machine, it actually erases any progress he's made as it resets the plushie to the original position. Next up is Xavier. His light powers will activate and create a kind of aim assist that helps suck in a nearby plushie. Unfortunately, this doesn't affect the grip strength of the claw, so you'll have a higher success rate aiming for and catching the plushies on your own. Next up is Zane, arguably one of the most useful powers. He will freeze any plushie onto the claw for a guaranteed capture, making him the best choice when you're having difficulty getting plushies such as Astral Penguin with very large heads or with Succulent Bunny, which is very top heavy. The only drawback is that the hitbox of this skill is very large, so as you can see here, anything that even touches this giant ice block will be counted as in range, so the best time to use it is when the plushie you want is isolated from others. Finally, we have Raphael, who simply uses his money to buy you more attempts. Unlike other characters, Raphael can only activate this power once per round, and it's best to have him use this early and then swap over control to you. That concludes the beginner's claw machine guide. We'll be back next time with more advanced tips and tricks on specific plushies and how to catch them. Until then, thanks as always for watching, and I wish you all a happy romance.